everyone, Nicole here with Blue Saturn Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to make some envelopes and what I'm going to do with them in my junk journals. So what I did to make these envelopes is I went on Word and they have some shapes on there that I used in these envelopes. This one was a rectangular shape with this top to it. And then I just made a long piece like that, and then I had another rectangle here, and then two trapezoids that I just made to fit the size that I wanted for this rectangle here and here. And then I made the lines gray, which you can kind of see them there. And then you can just print it off on paper. And this one I have this pattern, and then I just printed it on here. And here's the other envelope. This one I had a shape like this with the rounded corners, and then I could just make that into a rectangle on both sides, just pull it down, and then I put two on both sides. So this one has just one shape in it that I used 4 times, and I just added a line here so that I would know where to fold it. And then you can just cut it out like I did with this one. Another way to do these envelopes was I saved that picture from Word as a picture, as a JPEG, and then uploaded it into my Cricut design space. And then I put it onto a 12 by 12 sheet. And then I put, on this one I put 4, and then I tried to use up every space that I could. So I just was able to cut out, my Cricut cut out some shapes for me from the different papers that I used. And they come out like this. This is one of the smaller ones. Comes out like this. It doesn't have the lines on there of where I need to score it, but I can just kind of estimate where I want to make the fold. Okay, next I'm going to score these, and you could just fold it however you want to, but you could take your scorer or just a pencil and make a indent here. So on these two sides I'm going to make it just right where that line is, and then on these two sides I want to be a little bit off so that when I'm folding it up, and I'll show you an example here. When I fold it up, I want to make sure that there's a little space here so that it's able to lay flat. And I have one here that I cut, or I folded it too close to these bottom edges here, that when I fold it, you probably can't see, but it's kind of curved instead of flat. So you want a little bit of space between there. And then on the top here, with another example, this one I folded just right where the top of these are, and so it's right where the paper would be. And so it's kind of, it's not that hard to take it out, but it's a little bit hard. So I wanted to make sure the next one, here's an example, had a little bit of space here so that I can easily take that paper out. So we're going to do that on this envelope. So first I'll do the sides here, and I like to line it up on the edge here so that I can see that I'm on the same line from the top to the bottom. And I'm just gonna make a score line there, and on this side. And then on this one is the big one, so for example, it's the bottom one here. So I want to make that a little bit farther. I'm going to put it this way. A little bit farther than this line, but not too much out there. So maybe here, just a little bit of space between the top, this side, and the score line. And then the top here, I kind of want it in half. So enough space so that I can put paper there, but enough to fold over. So I'm going to leave 1/2 inch here. Oops, I meant to go here. 1/2 inch there. And so now you can kind of see where that fold is. It leaves a little space for the paper. And then you can fold each one and use this tool to fold it over like that. Went a little too quick and I think I folded it in the wrong spot. Okay, it's okay. So that's how you fold that one. And now you can add either some tape or some glue on these two edges and then glue that or tape it together. I'll use some tape to close this one here. So I'll just take, this is just double-sided tape. Okay, and that's it. And there you have a little envelope. And you can make just a little card like this. This is just paper, but you could make it out of cardstock to be a little bit harder. And then that just goes in there. Like that. So this one's very similar to the last one, but since I printed it from the computer, it has the marks on there of where I need to score it. So I will just line it up with this last score line here. And again, you don't need to score it, you could just fold it. It just helps a little bit to get it straight. And this is what it looks like after I folded each edge. And so since this side is kind of small for the double-sided tape, I'm going to just put some glue on these two edges and then put that together. Okay, I'll let that one dry. Like I said before, when I put this through my Cricut, I like to cut out as many shapes as I can so that I use up as much paper as I can. And these actually look pretty nice to put on a piece of paper as kind of a frame, or you could just glue it on and then you could write in between the star or put something behind it. So those even look nice in a junk journal. And if you don't do a Cricut and you just print off on the computer, what you could do is just get a punch out, and then I'm just gonna punch this one out here. So then you have a nice little insert with the pattern on the back of it that you can put into an envelope or into a little pocket in your junk journal. Here's one that I first made where there's no space between the fold and where the paper will be. So, and when I put this in there, and this is just a couple sheets of paper left over, and I think it'll be really nice to put quotes on here or write a sentence on it, and I just added this on there to hold it together. So I'm going to put that in there, but it'll be hard to take it out because it'll be right, at the top there. Before I glue this together, I'm just going to use this punch out to make kind of a little area here that I will be able to take out the paper with. So you could use a different shape there, or just cut out maybe a triangle or something like that, and then I'll have enough space to take that out. Here's what the envelope looks like, and it looks like I did that cut too low. I should have done it a little bit higher because now you can see it there, but that's all right. And now I can put this in here and it will stick out a little bit like that. So this won't even cover it, so that's all right. I'm fine with that. And or you could just not even have that flap if you want. But now it's much easier to take that out of there. So that works. And if you don't want to do this on Word, you could just draw this. You know, it's just a rectangle here and a rectangle on the back, and then those trapezoids. And then this top, you could even just do a circle, a half circle, or a triangle to come over. So really, you don't have to even do it in Word or on the Cricut. You could make these by yourself. In this journal, I'm going to find a space, just an empty space, and then add one of these envelopes on it. I think this one's a good space. What I did was just glue the top part and the bottom part to this page. And what that does is I can use this cutout from my Cricut that I was just cutting out the extra space. I can put that in behind here. And so now it's just a nice little tuck spot to write something on here and then just put that behind there. And you can also take that out there. This envelope I'm not going to glue together. I'm going to leave it kind of open like this. So I want something here to hold that down. So I'm going to use one of my other cutouts. Okay, so just on the bottom. Okay, what I did was glue the envelope to this page, and now that this is dry, I can open this up like this, and then all of this opens up. And you can put anything in here that you want to write on or write on this, and then just close it back up. Like that. So this one I just glued all the way around. You could leave the top half open, and that way you can stick a photo inside, or you can just write in here or place a smaller photo in there. You know, this one's too small for it, but if you had a bigger one, you could do that. And I think it's time to go to the other journal. This one has quite a few items in it. So here's another one. And this one's kind of different because I went all the way to the edge with this. So you can kind of see all the pages there, and the top goes all the way to the top of the cover. Usually, you can see here, the cover goes farther than the papers inside. So that's how this one's a little different. And we're going to find somewhere to put this one. This one I just made a paper fold here, and then I'm just going to put that in there. And you could even leave that like this so that you know it's there. I'm going to just add a paper clip here just to hold it down. You could add ribbon or string to this as well if you want to. And I want somewhere to place this one. That actually would look really nice. I'm just going to glue it on this side and this side so that it'll make a little pocket. Okay, now that I've glued it on, you can take out this little paper in there and write something on it, or you can have something behind it. So now it's a tuck spot like that, and you can write on the back of that. Okay. I found another spot that I want to put a envelope. So here's a doily pocket, and I think I'll put this one in there. So just another envelope, and I'm just going to stick it in there. Really, you could put them anywhere or glue them anywhere. And I think I'll put that one on there and have it be a pocket. Okay, I glued this one on here, just on these 3 edges so that it can be a pocket. And I made a little book. So I rounded the edges here. This one has a heart punch out there. And then this one has corner punches there. And I just stapled it just once in the middle there. And that's a mini junk journal. And I'm just going to leave that in the pocket there. That's that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe and give it a thumbs up for more videos like this. You can also connect with me on Instagram and Etsy. See you next time.